Of course, I lost my stuff and told him to get his stuff, so he left the girl's house and came home. He's a dog in heat and used me knowing I had feelings and I do you wrong. I'm so sorry. I know you're going to hate me even worse, but I hope someday you will forgive me and never doubt your decision to make him leave. I love him and I'm not telling you this to hurt you but I need to be accountable and forgive myself. Thank you for letting me be a part of the kid's life. Jeremy asked me not to tell you until he moved to Texas. I'm sorry again for being a low B word. I do love and miss you and the kids. Dear Lord, this man just preying on a nice little old Meemaw. Oh man.
These messages were absolutely unhinged. And this is the first time through all of it that I had any actual proof to come against him.
Don't date a Jeremy. Take notes. I like how we all clock that. Jeremy, got it. Steer clear, guys. It could be this one. There is a very small chance that it could be this Jeremy. He was 29 when he got with me, Ma. Jesus. Let's go to Badu.
She sent me the text. I have the evidence. This is like my villain origin story. This is the first time I've ever had proof of any of the infidelity in front of me where I can confront him, which there were so many instances where I could have, but he just used to make me feel like I was actually crazy. So this time I had it. And so what I decided to do is like just straight up kind of messed up, but he deserved it. And I go ahead and I give him a call because he is like constantly trying to get me back, trying to work things out after I'm immediately like, absolutely not, like you're dead to me. No. So I call him up and I go, hey, you know what? I've actually been thinking about things and let's meet up. I want to talk about us. And so I have him meet me at this little Thai restaurant. And I like get dressed nice and like look cute, like, you know, just revenge era.
She's moving in the shadows. Y'all, I didn't want to say anything just yet, but we got some Move in the Shadows merch on the way, and I'm really excited about it, so stay tuned for that. Whenever I hear that someone is moving in the shadows, I feel just so avenged. There's something very special about it. We don't react, besties. We move in the shadows.
We go, and I'm sitting in the restaurant before he gets there in the booth, and I have printed out the messages, and I just like stick them kind of beside me, and he walks in and I'm like, oh, you look great, I like your haircut, how have you been, blah blah blah. And so we're chit-chatting and he's like really trying to work it, trying to like get back in my good graces. And then I'm like, you know, like actually I miss you and I've been thinking about us so much and I really think I want to reconsider, but before I can move forward, I just need to know for sure, like you promised, can you reassure me that you didn't cheat on me? I know I can be a little much and a little crazy. And he goes with it and he's like, yeah, you know, like I can promise I would never, like you've always been so insecure. And I like, it was like something just switched. And I take the papers out from under and I slide them on the table. And I'm like, are you sure? Mind you, this is like a quiet restaurant. We're the like maybe 2 of 4 people that are in there. Our waitress is watching from across and she's just like, I slide the messages over to this man and he looks down at the paper and immediately just starts bawling.
Right.
Like
good.
hysterically crying.
Good.
Well, you don't understand how embarrassing this is for me and you don't know what it's like. And he was blaming like all sorts of like crazy issues. He's like, you don't know what it's like to be me. I like literally no explanation came out. It was straight delirium the entire time. And so I literally just looked at him and said, well, that's embarrassing. And I got up and left. And I think he had to pay the tab.
Good.
It was great.
Had a little cry, had to pay the tab. Nothing to see here. If you were going to be that embarrassed about it, like why do it in the first place? You know, like at least own it. It's not about her age or attractiveness. Just know that it's about his need for constant validation. And he probably wanted to get back at you a little bit. He just preyed on this poor Meemaw. He pulled out the,
I just really miss my grandma.
No, don't even go there. Too much.
I need you to listen to this.
Okay.
I'm on a flight home, San Francisco to Chicago. A guy and girl get sat next to each other. They do not know each other. They are hee-hee-hawing. They're having great conversation. They are talking for about a good 2 hours. She buys herself a drink and him a drink. She goes to buy the second round. He declines. They're about a good 2 hours into this conversation when he decides to tell her that he has a girlfriend. She says, very loudly might I add, because I am a row and a half away. Why did you wait 2 drinks in to tell me that you had a girlfriend? He responds by saying, I mean, that's kind of weird to just upfront say like, hey, I have a girlfriend. She goes, I'm over here thinking we fell in love and this is the start of our love story.
Okay, all right. Just so we're clear, you know, you get sat next to a cute guy or whatever, you're in a relationship, or you get sat next to a cute girl. There's someone that's kind of putting the moves on you a little bit. I would say that you need to drop the boyfriend, I have a boyfriend, I have a girlfriend statement within the first couple of minutes. Otherwise, you're just entertaining it for fun and validation. That's how I feel.
The girl in the aisle in front of me starts giggling. This girl over here that's talking to the guy recruits the girl across the aisle from her and goes, isn't that messed up? He waited until I bought him 2 drinks and we were talking for 2 hours to tell me that he had a girlfriend. Miss Recruiter Girl goes, oh my gosh, why did you wait so long to tell her you had a girlfriend? The guy is now in the hot seat. Miss Girl goes, yeah, and his girlfriend is not even on his phone screensaver. Huge red flag. Girl in front of me, Miss Recruiter, is like giggling at all of this. Miss Girl goes, wait, are you guys not even Instagram official? How long have you guys even been dating? The guy says, we live together. We've been dating for 2 years. Both girls gasp. Miss Girl then repeats again, oh my gosh, and I thought this was our love story. I thought we were in love. She then tells guy and girl she is a phenomenal actress and it would be such a great idea for her to do a bit of them being married and her breaking up with him, only knowing each other for 4 hours. She then, the girl, starts doing the bit on the plane as we're descending and says, how dare you cheat on me? That was my grandmother's ring. I'm leaving you. The guy is visibly uncomfortable. There were not snakes on this plane. There was silence. If I ever seen a situation where somebody didn't know how to read a room, it was this situation. Everybody on the plane, minus the girl, but plus the guy, we're all shooting each other looks like... I'm starting to realize that maybe this girl is intoxicated. She then goes to said man, is your girlfriend picking you up from the airport? He starts stumbling over his words. She goes, oh my goodness, I'm going to follow you out of the airport so I can meet her.
Whoa.
Sitting in front of realizes this is maybe not a good situation anymore. It's not a joke anymore. It's not funny.
No, that's not funny.
Goes, yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think this is going to end well. Miss Girl goes, I was just kidding. It was all just jokes. But I really did think we were in love. At this point, the line is being blurred of what is funny, what is a joke, what is serious, what is going on. The plane lands.
You know, I was like pro girl in this story. Like, oh dang, like she's embarrassing this man in public. Good, I'm all for it. Make him embarrassed. But like, okay, whoa. Hold your horses there, babes. Sounds like he told her the moment he realized she was interested in him and not just making conversation. We slow like that. Okay, I get that. But like, I think as a general rule, if we are in relationships, we need to make that clear from the get-go because it's just out of respect for our partner. Okay. So if you didn't know that, it's probably a good idea to start doing that. She bought him drinks. Hey, we can buy a guy a drink every now and again. Why not? 2 hours is too long, not to mention your partner. You don't want them getting the wrong idea, literally. Like, it's just too long. 15 minutes, it's like, you know, all right, fair enough. Everybody's having fun, chit-chatting. But like 2 hours? No, you weren't mentioning her on purpose. Was her name Susie? Does she make her own pesto? Possibly. All right, let's go to part 2. I won't make you wait any longer.
The plane has now touched the ground. The plane is taxiing. The lights turn on in the plane. The girl says, oh my gosh, now we can all see what each other looks like. It's like being in the club and the lights turn on. The guy is visibly uncomfortable. She says, oh, so what, the lights turn on and you don't know me anymore? That's what happened with the last guy when the lights turn on. Like loud, like in front of everybody.
She said that? Whoa.
Miss Recruiter Girl is no longer in the conversation, but she is also observing. She says to the guy separately when girl is not looking, at least she doesn't know your last name. The girl overheard her and said, what are you talking about? I had to know his last name in order to get him a drink. The guy is giving her the eyes. Miss Recruiter Girl, he's like, Miss Recruiter Girl now feels bad for guy. She starts having side conversation with the guy. The guy is like looking for a life vest. He is just like trying to hold on to this conversation with this girl so this girl won't talk to him. Miss Girl starts doing a bit again. She then brings up the girlfriend again. I cannot believe you had a girlfriend. I want to meet her.